I gotta run, they on my ass. I gotta run, gotta go fast, ayy. I gotta run, they on my ass. I gotta run, gotta go fast, ayy. I gotta run, they on my ass.
What's up, y'all? This is Eric. Welcome to the Spot Podcast 1. This is episode number 6. I have my special guest right here.
Yo, what's going on? Domingo Black.
There
nice
it
to
is.
meet y'all.
There it is. And we're going to talk about some, special topics, about the music, anime, and whatever comes to mind right now. So let's start off with you, man. Like, you coming from Long Beach on the north side or from where?
Yeah, I'm from the north side of Long Beach.
There it is.
I definitely grew up mainly in the north side when I was real young. Later, like around like third grade, I moved to Compton.
Okay.
And then around that time, like around like fifth grade, I moved back to North Long Beach.
Okay.
And I stayed around there until like early high school.
Okay.
Like once freshman year hit, I moved to the east side, and I've been on the east side ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what side you like better? The east, north, Compton?
I think I like the east side more just because there's a lot of stuff you could do.
Yeah.
Like, I think the north side is like cool because I know a lot of people on the north side.
Yeah, of course.
But the east side, I feel like just like if I just want to like hang out and go do things, like personally, like I think the east side is a little better.
Yeah, I used to stay on the east side. Like I was born and raised in Long Beach as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mostly stayed on the east side. I do have family members that still stays in the north side and some in the east side. I like both sides of the city, but I do say like the east side is better.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just how you said it right now. There's a lot of shit to do there.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, I feel like you still get the breeze from the beach. Still, like it's
yeah.
breezy out there. Like
it is, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then but yeah, man. Let's go to the music, man. I checked out your music. It's pretty fire, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I still don't know how you're not up there yet, man.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the music, bro. I was
you.
playing it in my car, bro. Like, dude, this is clean.
Appreciate it.
I do like that album, the Volume 2. Is there a Volume 3 coming up, or?
Yeah, Too Sad to Die, Volume 3
Sad to Die, yeah.
is definitely coming. It's called, the full title is called Too Sad to Die 3, Sad Man's Paradise.
Okay.
It's going to be very conceptualized, so it's going to be more of a concept of people who are sad and, dealing with stuff where they go to a place where, it's like paradise to them, where they get to cope and do different things that ways different people who are sad cope. Like some people cope with like playing games. Some people cope with like drugs or alcohol or like sex and like all types of different things. And I want to incorporate like the things that people to cope with their sadness into this album.
Of course. Who's like your earliest like musical influences? Like, what made you start like like listening to an artist? Like, who inspired you the most?
I'd probably say Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Yeah, like he was the first like rapper. Kid Cudi and Tyler Creator. I think they're
Tyler
like
Creator?
They're like the first ones who I liked the concept of their albums and like it really like kind of resonated with me.
Okay.
And just how diverse they were with how like even though they were rappers, like their music was super diverse compared to like everybody around them.
Okay.
So like that's what kind of inspired me to like also like while doing like rap also still be in a way where I can be like myself, be different from the competition.
Of course. Let me see. Do you listen to like any like old school music, like old school West Coast like hip hop music? Probably from Long Beach as well, like Nate Dogg, Snoop, Warren G.
Yeah, Warren G. Yeah.
The whole Death Row Records. The whole Tupac in there. And, did that ever like catch your attention on that? Like it's just more like you listen to it as you party and stuff.
It was more definitely party music for me. Yeah, because I noticed that as I got older, I was way more of a East Coast dude.
Okay. I listen to a lot of I listen to a lot of East Coast music as well.
Yeah, old school East Coast to me is just
Big L.
Big
L. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like even Tribe,
Tribe Called Quest as well. Bro, that's fucking Q-Tip too.
Yeah,
man.
Q-Tip,
cool.
Biggie,
yeah.
East Coast music definitely. I think it's something about the way they produce it.
Right. The whole producing as like the lyrics, or the lyrics to match with the beat, or just the beat itself?
I think the way the lyrics match with the beat.
The beats, huh?
Yeah, because like if I listen, like when I first listened to like the whole Tupac and Biggie thing,
Yeah.
I can definitely see why people like Tupac in his own right, because
Yeah.
as a rapper he's very skilled, but
Yeah.
I think Biggie was a better storyteller.
Storyteller, okay.
And the way that he would tell his stories with the beats that he had, like
Yeah.
like with Me and My Bitch, like that song is
Yeah.
it's very like it matches like what he's saying,
Yeah.
like it really fits the tone. So like I like
Yeah.
that a lot of East Coast artists, their music fits the tone of like the things they talk about,
Oh, cool.
So that's what really put me on the East Coast.
Okay. Your creative process, to start a song. I
Yeah.
always wondered about this shit. Like,
Yeah.
as an artist, like what makes you like just pen it out, like, just start writing, or like does it just come out as you write, or is it more like you think about it first and then you start writing?
The way my writing process is it really depends on the beat, because I notice I'm very picky with.
Okay. So you do
with
the beat selection first, and then like just hear the beat out, and then just start writing. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Okay.
the beat has to be very, very specific, especially if it's like something I know where I can get it out fast, like my song "Runnin."
Yeah,
That
I
song,
love that track, bro. That's
Thank you.
fire.
So thank you. That song, that beat, like I remember when I heard it, I wrote it all out like within a day,
In a
like
day?
yeah,
Okay.
because I felt the beat so much, like
Yeah.
I just knew what to
yeah.
write and I knew how to get it out, so it really depends on like what the beat is that
Yeah.
really gets me going for how to write.
Yeah.
But usually, like if it's a song where I know it's just like, oh, this is gonna be a single, like I'll do it in a second. But if it's a song that I'm trying to think of like for the album or like whatever, it may take me longer than others, because sometimes I like to go back and like revise, or like sometimes like I'll change concepts for a song,
Okay.
So like if I write a song about like being outside, or like being on my own, sometimes I may want to like flip it and make it more either more personal or like more relatable to like other people. Like I have this song on the next project I'm working on,
Okay.
where it's essentially about a girl who I wrote it in the perspective of how like a woman would deal with having to leave her partner. So but originally I made the song about like a car.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so like I ended up combining the two, like the two things. So like I made it about like a girl having a car,
Yeah.
and her like having to get rid of the car,
Get rid of
basically,
her.
but the car is the metaphor for the guy.
For the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever think of what kind of car it was?
I'm
I'm into cars, so
yeah,
I'm always
okay.
like trying to see what kind of car was it.
I was thinking, I was actually thinking about like what type of car. I'm not sure like what. I do want like a more old school car though.
Like a Geo Metro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm into cars, man. Like from
So-
old school, it could be lowrider, it could be like import. I don't know if you're into like import scene, like the JDM, like the Japanese cars. I mean, you're into
I've
anime,
seen-
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
I always like it when like hip hop artists and like rappers they describe a car, man. Like
Yeah.
that's something that. Like maybe one day I should get one of those shits. It don't have to
Yeah.
be a Lambo. It could be like people like be talking about like maybe I don't know, just like a person that could actually have one, like an M3,
Yeah.
like someone that could reach to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
I always like to hear that, and like it gets me on the mood. Like I need to go get
Yeah.
one of those shits or some shit, or drive one at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I always like it when artists they talk about their cars and shit. Like it really just brings me joy and shit. I mean, I'm just into cars, bro. So just
Yeah.
like how other people are into other stuff,
Yeah,
they
of
be
course,
all
it's
about
something
it.
that's relatable.
Yeah, man. But yeah, going back to the other thing I was gonna tell you, the beat selection you make, man,
Yeah.
it's there, bro. It's on point,
Thank
man.
you.
Like, do you take your time, like, listen to the beat, or you just hear it and you're like, oh, I want that one, or let me think about it, give me a couple days, and then I was just like, all right, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna go with it, or yeah, I'm gonna go with it.
Sometimes if I hear something or if I make something, I definitely I'll like kind of I'll kind of write like a hook to it.
Okay.
Like I'll just write something simple.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of like kind of think about it and let it marinate,
Okay.
like to see if I like it. And
Yeah.
if it's something that I notice I keep like coming back to,
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, I'll for sure use that one. But sometimes I let like, especially when I'm working on like a project like right now, I definitely kind of like go back and forth. So like I might like something and write like a little bit, and then I'll like see if it matches the concept for the project.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, I'll pull it back because I have an idea for the next project after this one.
Yeah.
So like I'm kind of like in the midst of like going like, oh okay, like am I gonna use this for this one or this for that one?
Yeah.
You know, and it really depends like what the vibe is for like what I'm working on right now. But yeah, it just really depends.
All right, for that next album that's coming out, is it like the music, is it gonna be for like the fall, like winter, like you know the whole winter vibe music, or is it gonna be like what you were recording for the summer?
You know, I did have like some that like I actually had a song. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like put it on that project, but it's called Seasons. Like it is like very more like fall.
Yeah. Because there's like a lot of like artists that they have their summer music and shit, you know, and then you know for the winter and all that, you know, for the next season like some other like cool shit, you know, different type of beat selection. But yeah, man, I'm that's the first thing that I look for is the beat selection and the flow, you know, the lyrics and stuff that goes with it as well. And I checked out, like I said, I checked out your shit, bro. It's fire, bro. Like I'm just like, dude, you know, I gotta find somebody to, you know, sign them and shit. Like, it's good. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like you know, but yeah, let's see. So throughout the three, well, it's gonna be the 3 albums now, right?
Yeah.
Did you see like the evolution? Do you go back to album 1, album 2, and then like album 3 with it, or like you know, like do you see the like the whole evolution towards that, or?
Yeah, I do because the first single for the first one, for First Too Sad to Die, that was actually the first song I ever put out.
Okay.
And I do go back and listen to it, and like while I do like it, I'm like, damn, I really see the, you know, the progress I've made as an artist from then to now, you know, especially like going from my first song then to my newest song, like Love Heights right now, like it's so different. It's such a like vast difference in quality and in tone as well, you know, where that first song was that whole project for Too Sad to Die, the first one was very, I was in a very like dark time for myself. So even my music was a reflection of that. Yeah, and like with this new project, you know, like my newest song, Love Heights, like while
that one was fire with featuring Crystal, right?
Crystal, the other one, shout out Crystal by the way. She's an amazing artist.
Yeah, I also checked out that from your album, from Volume 2. I think it was called Needs or something.
Needs,
that
one
was
on
fire,
that song too.
Bro. That shit, I was stuck on replay, bro. I was like, that shit's, man.
Yeah.
So who's your next? Who you want like to feature on your albums, or do you already have that already set up, or there's like a specific person that you're looking for, or?
I definitely am gonna have some more featured artists on this project. I got a song I'm working on right now, featuring my homeboy Honest. Shout out to him. There's some other people who I plan on working with. It's more of just getting like I have the plans to work with them, but it's like finding the right song, you know.
Okay.
Because like I'm someone who's just like I can't just like put like I can't just want somebody and be like, oh, I want you on this song, but you know, like it's something that they have to match the vision, you know, that I want. Yeah. So I'm still figuring stuff out, but like for the future, like if I can like work with anybody in the future, you know, I would definitely like to work with I really want to work with Snow Allegra.
Oh, okay.
She would be super dope to work with.
She's dope,
I really want to work with of course Tyler Creator. He'd be so dope to work with, bro, having a song with him. Or I really like what's his name? I really like Trippie Redd. Like,
Trippie
honestly.
Redd? All right.
Yeah, like just his vocal range. Like if I can get like if I can get the way he sings, like on certain some of my favorite songs of his, like I would really like to like work with, you know, that his type of vocals on that, you know.
Okay. You ever checked out, you know, the other Long Beach native, Vince Staples?
Vince Staples. I do like Vince Staples. Yeah.
I checked out that album, Ramona Broke My Heart, bro.
Yeah,
That is fire, bro. It's like a low key album, but I'm like, dude, why is it like? I don't know. I feel like it wasn't like advertised a lot, or I don't know. It wasn't. I don't know what's the word.
He didn't advertise it the way he did Big Fish.
Yeah, man. Like something like that, bro. It's just like, dude, like I showed it to my friend. I'm like, yo, check this one out, and he was like, dude, like. I know Vince Staples, but I didn't hear about this album. Like, you know,
I think that's some of his best stuff too.
Yeah, it was the best shit, bro. Like, I was listening to that shit. I'm like, dude, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, shit, man, it's fucking dope, bro. That
definitely. He's a dope artist too.
Yeah, he's funny too, bro. I checked out his video. Checked out his video. It's fire, bro.
Yeah, he's an interesting mind for real.
So I don't know if you've seen the change in hip hop and like the whole rap scene and stuff. You seen how it all changed out, like the patterns and stuff. Are you gonna follow that route, or are you just gonna keep doing how you're doing it right now?
I think definitely I'm gonna do my own thing. Because the way that the industry is moving right now, especially with hip hop, I have stated like that I am not the biggest fan of how it's going right now.
Same here, man.
It is just really fumbling, and I think like if you look at artists from now back to like 2011, because 2011 was a very pivotal time for like rap, where you had such diversity, bro. Like you had like people from Tyler and Mac Miller, Wiz
Khalifa, Currency, as well.
like Ty Dolla $ign, like Future, like all like Logic. You had so many different like types of rap music that was coming out. And it was all good.
It was a nice time, bro. I remember how everything all started. Like you hear Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, Currency coming around at the same time. Pilot Talk, fucking Rolling Papers and Kids, and you know all that shit, bro. Best Day Ever. It was a fun time, bro. And you know, to actually see them get their own money in a different way, and that's through the internet, and you know, connecting with the fans and stuff. That was something different that I haven't seen in a while, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Any advice to the future artists that want to get in the rap game, hip hop game?
Yeah. My advice would be to learn as much as you can, you know, and devote as much time as you can throughout the day of practicing and, on your craft, you know, and don't worry about what you're not accomplishing. Just focus on doing what you can. Like, you know, like always celebrate, you know, what progress you actually make. You know, like if you are able to write like half a song, if you're able to make a like part of a beat, you know, like celebrate that, you know, and then, you know, continue on with it. As well as being an artist, you know, just make sure like as much as like I hear people say, you know, focus on being consistent, which while consistency is like a part of it, I'll also say like mainly just focus on like just that you're doing it. Like be more focused on the consistency of continuing to keep going, you know, like not like putting stuff out, because like the more you worry about putting stuff out, the more you're gonna you know, the more you can make mistakes or you know, or fumble when it comes to you know, putting out the right stuff or the stuff you want. Like focus on making what you want and then go at your own pace of putting that stuff out.
Okay. Another one of those questions too, you know, as an artist, do you like when you make songs, and you know, do you like I do, like I'm a big Tupac fan. Like I don't just look at the whole situation, what he was doing and stuff, like with his music, but I really like the fact that him and a little bit of Mac Miller, they have some similarities as a workaholic. Like, you know, they just keep writing, recording. That's why they have so many songs out. Same thing with Juice WRLD. Like, he was recording a lot of shit. Like, some people, that's why people think like, dude, are they still alive or what's going on, you know? And it's just a fact where what they were doing this whole time, they were just fucking writing. Are you the same way as that, or you just take your, like, you know, go as day by day, like just enjoy the writing and just like, you know, let it sit, let it marinate, how you said, and you know, go on to the next one. Like, are you in that similarity, or?
I definitely stick more to just doing what I can, you know, because I'm someone who's like, I'm kind of perfectionist, you know, so it's hard for me to, you know, just write a bunch of stuff and, you know, finish it and then like keep on going. Like, cause those guys, like they're wild. Like they just like, you know, can make a couple songs in a day, you know, like
man.
me, like I really take my time with, you know, what I'm working on, because a lot of the songs that I make, like, especially if I'm really feeling the song, that shit means a lot to me. You know?
Of course.
When I do it, like, I make sure to take my time to make sure it's exactly how I like it, you know. So I wish I could do that. You know, where
man, I heard stories about like, I heard stories about like with Tupac, like he just write, record, and then he just sends it to the producer. Don't even hear that shit. Like that's crazy. Like what if, like, you know, what if something doesn't sound right? Like, are you gonna go back to it?
Like Wayne does that too. Like where he just like he just raps in the booth. Like it's like, all right, I'm done. Like
exactly.
y'all can figure it out.
He got really inspired with Jay-Z though. Once he found out about Jay-Z, man, I don't even write my shit. I just freestyle that shit. And then next thing you know, Lil Wayne came out with a Milli, like, you know, off of freestyle and shit. Like, and you know, that's something that you know, that's what an artist should be like, you know, like how he just said it, like, you know, just put in the work for it, you know. But everybody works, you know, at a different pace, and you know, like you said, you're a perfectionist, and you know, you I mean, you got it, man. I mean, I checked out your music, you got it, bro. Like, there's no flaws in that shit, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Let me see what I was gonna ask you.
Sure.
Is there any like key lessons or experiences like with the whole beat selection, and the same thing as, you know, as a, you know, as you writing it down, like, and then so you like, you know, recording it. Is there like any any obstacles or like stuff that gets in the way sometimes, or like maybe this is not it, you know, like you know, you kind of like contemplate about it?
Sometimes when I listen to a beat, like whether if I'm like getting it from somebody or if I'm making it. If I'm getting it from somebody, sometimes I'll think about how I'm like, this isn't quite like exactly what I want. Like it's the vibe, but like maybe the drums aren't the way I want. Like maybe there's like a background sound I wish there was, but and it's the same thing when I'm making a beat. Like I may have like the drums right, but then I may not have like the right synth that I want, or you know, or maybe I'm like, the sample doesn't sound quite right, you know. Like I feel like that's really the hardest part, where that's where I get kind of picky. You know, but usually if I'm getting it from somebody, if I hear the sound like that I'm really going for, because like especially for this project, like I'm like Sad Man's Paradise, you know, like Too Sad to Die 3, I want to be very like desert themed. So like I want like beats that remind me of like a desert, or like outdoors, you know. So I think definitely the hardest part, like the biggest challenge, is just like finding like exactly what I want, you know?
Cool. All right. That's one of the things that I was trying to explain to you about, you know, when another artist sends you a beat, like a song, and then like let's say you don't like that, like the beat and all that stuff, or like the vibe to it. Let's go to anime. Let's, you know, switch up the topic a little bit.
For sure.
Anime. So what animes are you into?
My number one favorite anime is always gonna be One Piece.
One Piece?
It's always gonna be One Piece, bro. Most go-to series for me. But I definitely got like some other favorites. Like I really like Code Geass. That's a really good one, because I really like the political aspect of it, you know. This one called Gurren Lagann. It's really good. Like that anime always gives me goosebumps, like without fail, bro. Like every time, like I've rewatched the anime maybe like 3-4 times, and like every single time always gives you goosebumps. Like just so goated. But I like a lot of shonen mainly, like, you know, like Black Clover, you know, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto. You know,
I still can't. I still don't have the time to watch Naruto.
I
try, but it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen it, like I said, but it's just like I look at it and I'm like, I don't know if I should click it right now. I don't got time for that right now.
Naruto's not bad, and I think Naruto has like one of the best like first episodes of anime, because it definitely has a good like captivating like premise to it. You know, especially with like Naruto's type of character. But later, like I say, like way later down the line, Naruto does start to get like a little like meh for me. But like the majority, like the first part in the middle, like of Naruto, like all of it, like it's so good. Like it's really really good. But then Boruto, like once it gets to the Boruto stuff, I'm like, like
shit.
It gets a little starts to lose its quality for me. But
dang, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some redeeming aspects of it, but for the most part, I'm not the biggest Boruto.
How many episodes on that show alone?
Naruto is about like 700 something.
Oh man,
yeah.
definitely don't got time for that shit.
Yeah, then Boruto adds like a couple 300. So it's just like it's funny because like Naruto fans will always say like One Piece too long. I don't want to watch One Piece. It's like your show is damn near as long, bro.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So it is what it is, but I'm a fan of both series. So.
Got it. I'm still old school with my anime.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah, Gundam.
Man, G Gundam, one of the best animes to come out. Bro.
Yeah, man.
Gundam Seed, that was one of my favorites too.
Is it Gundam 80 or Gundam 83? I forgot what it was.
It was. I know what you're talking about too.
That one was hard, bro. I was like, man, that shit is cold, man. I was still thinking about buying the fucking like the fucking seasons and shit. That one and Inuyasha.
Inuyasha's also
Inuyasha's fire, bro. I still want a pet dog and just name him Shingo, bro. I still want to, like, can't go wrong.
Yeah, that was dope too.
Yeah,
Inuyasha's a good one.
Yeah, that one's really good. I like it a lot, you know. It makes me, like, even though it's, it's long and stuff, but like it's like I'll watch it. Fuck it, you know.
Nah, definitely. One of my other favorites is this one called Card Captor Sakura. It's like
that one?
It's very similar to Sailor Moon almost, you know.
Man.
But it's about like
I forgot about Sailor Moon, bro.
Yeah, Sailor Moon was also a big one for me when I was a kid too. Like I used to love Sailor Moon. I ate it.
That shit was wild, bro. When they get like when they start like in the
when they transform.
Yeah, they transform and they all kind of like naked.
They're like naked. Yeah.
I thought it was like, whoa, what am I watching? As a young kid, bro, like it's on Cartoon Network and shit. Well, at that time.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's crazy because there's something about anime that I remember. My mom, when I was in third grade, she had bought me a Shonen Jump magazine.
Okay.
That it was at 7-Eleven. So like back in the day, like I don't know if a lot of people know, but they used to sell Shonen Jump magazines in 7-Eleven, you know. And I was begging my mom to buy it for me because like on the front I saw Naruto on it. I was like, oh, that's Naruto. Like I want, I wanted Shonen Jump magazine, and she wouldn't get it for me, and the guy at the register, he was just like, he saw how bad I wanted it, and he was just like, I'll buy it for you.
Oh,
and like the guy at the that was like one of the most memorable moments for me. And when I got it, I was flipping through because like the Shonen Jump magazine, it has like all the different mangas in it.
Yeah.
So I saw One Piece in there, and I remember I saw Nami from One Piece, and I remember like when I saw her on the page, like I was like I had a feeling. I was just like, whoa, like she looks good.
She looks good.
Like I was like, wow, like why does this girl like look like this? Like, I thought I was watching something wrong,
Man.
But like I was just like, as I got older, I was just like, oh, that's just me, like, being like a horny kid, basically.
What is this feeling?
Yeah, man? Like I was confused, but I was just like, oh no, this is just me thinking this girl's attractive,
Man, that's only right, man. How old were you?
Yeah, I was in 8th grade or 3rd grade, so I was like, maybe like 10, maybe.
Damn, man. All right. Yeah, man. I always thought from Inuyasha, I always thought Kagome was fire.
Yeah, I had a crush on Kagome too.
Yeah, man.
Kagome and what's the other girl with the big boomerang? I can't remember her name.
Fuck, dude. It's been so long, bro.
I can't remember her name, but
I know who you're talking about.
I used to like her too.
Yeah, she was fire too.
Yeah.
I like their storyline, man. It's just like
with her like little brother and like her family and shit.
And then she fucking falls in this fucking well and like she fucking time travels to the past and shit. I like that. It's pretty cool. It's like romantic, but at the same time, it's like a lot of action, like a lot of like motherfuckers, like all the demons after you and shit, over this fucking Shark Jewel and shit. Yeah,
I thought that was super crazy how they it definitely had like a shonen feel, but also like a romance one too.
Yeah.
Like Inuyasha definitely like did a good job of like mixing like a lot of the action with romance because like you don't really get too much of that in like stuff like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. Like you get a little the romance and like stuff like Bleach and Naruto, but like I feel like they lean real heavy on the romance in Inuyasha, but they do a good job at like balancing it.
Yep. And I still want to get their seasons. It's worth it for me.
Definitely.
I also watched Trigon. That's how you say it, right?
Trigon, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's a clown, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
everybody's all like scared of him and shit, but
he's just a goofy
he's a
dude.
goofy ass motherfucker. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
bro.
I'm just kicking it, man. Like,
yeah, Vash the Stampede. That dude definitely,
Stampede.
like, just his name, bro. Like, he
sounds
just,
wicked, bro.
Yeah, it sounds super cool, bro. Like,
yeah,
like that era of like anime, like 90s anime, like,
yeah, man.
always super goated.
It
like,
was ahead of its time, man.
Super ahead
all
of its
those
time.
animes, bro, from the 90s ahead of its time.
Bro,
Dragon Ball Z was one of them.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, most iconic for sure.
Yeah.
My favorite, which is getting a remake, which I'm so happy about that they announced that they're remaking this, is Fist of the North Star.
I haven't seen that one, man. What's that one about?
It's super old, like late 80s, early 90s anime about like a dude. Like, it's basically World War III happens.
Oh, shit.
And the whole world is like in a post-apocalyptic, like Mad Max type shit.
Yeah.
You know? And everybody, like, basically, like, you can only really survive if you know, like, kung fu. And it's about, like, this dude Kenshiro.
Yeah.
He's like the last of this, like, legendary kung fu art where it's just like he can literally punch you or touch you and you just like explode.
Oh,
like
shit,
the dude's crazy badass. Like,
man.
He's literally on his Mad Max shit, just walking around this, like, you know, post-apocalyptic world. You got dudes in like biker fits, like mohawks, you know, looking crazy, like trying to kidnap people and like kill people. And he just like walks up to people, punches them in the face, and they just explode. Bro.
Explode, man.
It's crazy. It's super sick.
I need to check that shit out, man.
Really good.
I also like man, Cowboy Bebop, man.
Cowboy Bebop, yeah, that was a good one.
I like the metaphors that they use in there and shit.
Yeah.
I forgot, he was trying to show him how to fight or some shit. Like, dude, like, show me how to fight, man. Like, you fight, like, you fight without, you know, without flaw. Mm-hmm. And he gives out a message, and it still sticks in my head, man. You know, like, just flow like water, man. Like, just flow with it, man.
Exactly.
Like, I never thought of that and I was a young kid, bro. This was like, when I started watching that shit, it was like 2002, 2003, so I was about like 12, 13 years old or some shit like that. And, man, I took that message deep, bro. Flow like water, man. I was like, man, like, I don't know. I like the show, too. I wish, did they have a movie for that?
They did make a live action.
A live action one, right? Was it good? I didn't get to see it. I thought it was garbage, bro. Yeah, from the trailer that I seen, I thought it was lag, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but like I follow a lot of like anime blogs and stuff. You know, I have a TikTok where I like talk about anime content. I have a lot of you know, anime mutuals.
Yeah.
And they definitely told me that the Cowboy Bebop live action wasn't really the best.
Oh man.
You know,
same thing with Dragon Ball, right?
Same thing with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball's live action was not good. So, you know, I'm glad, like, you know, my favorite anime, One Piece, got the live action treatment and it actually got done justice, you know.
Okay.
I'm glad that that's succeeding, you know, doing well, very well. Number one on Netflix. That was super crazy to me.
All right.
So, yeah.
On the anime part, I'm into cars, like I said. You ever get to check out Initial D?
Initial D, you know, it's crazy. I'm a big Xavier Wolf fan.
Okay.
So,
yeah, like, I checked out his music too, and I seen that he's into those cars.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right.
He loves
you got my
Initial
vote,
D,
man.
bro.
Let's go with it, man.
He's a super big like Initial D fan, and like when I first heard like about like Initial D from listening to his music, you know, like and also they have it at arcades. You know?
Of course, a
lot of Initial D games at arcades, like. I definitely checked out a couple episodes. Like, I definitely like never finished it, but it's something I want to, you know, get back into because, like, I noticed anime definitely gets me into a lot of other mediums, you know.
Yeah.
So like, there's an anime called Hajime no Ippo. I really like. It's about boxing.
Oh,
you know, and I never thought I would ever get into boxing, but like I watched that and I was like, damn, boxing kind of cool, you know. So it was the same thing with Initial D. Like I see like, you know, like these dudes like racing on like doing those crazy drifts and turns and stuff. I'm like, damn, like this is crazy.
Fun fact: I was inspired by the character named Shingo. He has a red Honda, little hatchback. I had one of those shits.
Oh, wow.
I had to sell it, but I mean, it's all good. You know, it was a fun little go-kart, bro. Believe it or not, it was a little go-kart, bro.
Was that why you copped it? Because
because of him. He had the little red car, and he was over there, but he was kind of like grimy and shit. Like he was actually bumping into people and like literally like crashing, you know, other people's car to make them crash. And I'm like, dude, you could kill somebody like
That's
that.
crazy.
But even though it's an anime, like it's a cartoon, like it doesn't exist. Like that shit doesn't happen. I mean. It's still grimy as fuck to be doing that shit. Fucking bumping into somebody like that just to win, bro.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I was inspired by his car. It was a really nice car. I'll show you the pictures later on after this shit.
For sure.
But yeah, going back to the anime part,
Yeah.
is there ever like, do you ever feel like one day, like, as you know how to write, write your
Yeah.
songs. So you ever like thought of like, man, maybe I should write an anime, like write a script, like what would be your anime like if you were to create one?
If I create, you know, it's funny. I've always had this thought, bro.
Yeah.
I always had this thought about
right.
an anime. If I ever want to make an anime, it would be about like, it'd be about like, there's like it's like a tournament thing.
Okay.
Where like basically like one person would come in contact with 3 other people, and the 3 other people would be like basically a version of them.
Yeah.
So like it'd be like they'd be like a team of 4, and they'd
Okay.
have to go up against other teams of 4 of people.
Yeah.
And like all of those people, it's the same thing for them. So like the other 4 people is essentially different. The other 3 people is different versions of them.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a whole team like battle royale type thing where they
Okay.
fight to like become like, kind of like a god status, you know. But it's like
That shit kind of reminds me of Cell games and shit.
yeah, low key, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like basically, yeah, like a whole tournament thing where
Yeah.
people are like fighting to, get to the top. But like,
Yeah.
just like it's just that concept of like having 3 other versions of yourself, like,
Yeah.
and going up against like other people's versions of themselves. Like I
Yeah.
always had that as a concept. If I ever wanted to make an anime,
What would you name it though?
I did think about like something corny, like fours, like
what?
fours or something.
Like fours?
Yeah.
Forza?
Just because it's like 4P, yeah, because it's like 4P, Forza.
Just
something
name it
that plays
Forza,
off the
bruh.
4, the 4
Yeah.
thing, the 4 people, like
Yeah.
something that's based around that. But yeah, if I ever had an anime, it would definitely be like that.
The fours. That sounds
Yeah.
cool. The fours, just the number 4.
Yeah,
S.
the 4. Yeah, the
That
4s would be
fours.
cool too.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool. Going to, since we just talked about Cell games, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Can you call it saga? Like
Yeah.
of that Dragon Ball Z? Like what would be your favorite one? Like you just like, man, I need to go back to that that season.
Back in the day, for sure, I would have said the Buu Saga.
The Buu Saga?
Yeah, back in the day, I would have said the Buu Saga because like there's so many cool things like the fusions and like
Yeah,
Gotenks was really cool.
yeah. Gold tanks.
But I think now looking back, I really like the Android Saga and the Cell
Yeah,
Cell
man,
stuff. Like
yeah.
you really get to see Gohan shine for like. Like you get to see like where he ends up and like where
that
the
special
stories-
talent.
Yeah, that special talent
yeah.
that like they hinted at the beginning of the
Yeah,
series.
man.
So it's really cool to see like
Yeah.
Gohan flourish as his own character.
There it is. I think my favorite one is Future Trunks. He comes in the
Yeah,
scene.
Future, he
That
always
was
my favorite
different, bro.
character.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. I feel like I kind of reflect a little bit like him and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I like that's like my main character, bro. Trunks. Coming from the future. Trying to stop all the bad shit from happening. You know?
yeah.
And there's a whole Android saga as well. It was really wicked when Cell like just sucks him up with the fucking
Yeah,
the needle
with
and all
the-
that shit. And how like Trunks fucks up the timeline, and now you got 2 other androids. Well, three other.
Yeah,
Android
the
16
three
wasn't in the
other,
picture
yeah.
either, but he was in it. But yeah, I really like that saga, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
I always wanted to check out also another anime. It's called I think it's called Akira or something like that.
Oh yeah,
With the
Akira,
red
yeah.
motorcycle, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought-
inspired so much, man.
Yeah, man. I look at that shit. I'm like, dude, I need to check that shit out, bro. Like that shit looks cool. Like just the
Yeah.
graphics itself, like, like in the city and shit. Like
Yeah.
I like.
Akira's
You
a
ever
good
check that out
movie.
or?
Yeah, I've seen Akira a long time ago.
Is it good? Is it good?
It is a good movie. It's
Okay.
definitely a really good anime movie. And like I said, it's inspired like so many things. Like so even like a lot of rappers like in their music videos they reference Akira. Like most recently Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
Lil
his,
Uzi. Yeah, is a big time anime.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I think he has like a Nissan GTR.
Yeah.
And he has it all vinyl wrap with anime and shit. I thought it was nice.
Yeah, Uzi's definitely goated for that.
Yeah.
I know Kanye in the past, he also had like,
Yeah, he did.
for the Stronger music
Yeah.
video, he had the Akira theme
Yeah,
in it.
of course.
Yeah, so.
That's what I was gonna go to with that. Like that
Yeah.
he actually got that from that. So someone mix the anime with with your music. Is there
Yeah.
ever like is there like as an artist, you know, when it comes to beats as well, you ever think of like grabbing like maybe some beats off the anime, like the music that they have playing on? They have some, honestly, bro. There's some anime music. Well, and their shows, they play like some type of like, you know, they're Japanese.
Like they have like some samples
and
like,
stuff. And like, dude, like imagine putting this shit on a track, you know, working with it. You ever thought of like any anime show that you could grab a beat from a, you know?
If I were to do like anything, it'd probably be from Bleach, because I really like the soundtrack off of Bleach. Like, it's definitely like they use like a lot of. I feel like they use different genres. Like they have like a lot of like Spanish inspired stuff. Like they have a lot of like more like soul inspired music too. So. I think if I were to pull from any anime like to use for samples, would probably definitely be Bleach.
Okay.
For sure. I also I saw that Anime Expo Mini. They are actually having like a thing where they wanted artists, you know, to come and perform at their event for like their like mini anime expo. Yeah, and I applied for that.
You did?
Yeah. So hopefully, you know, I hear back from them so I could get to, you know, perform. If any of y'all are going to, you know, Anime Expo Mini, maybe you'll see me out there performing for sure.
Well, when's the date for that? Like, what date is that?
I want to say...
It's usually on a weekday, huh?
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. They did say they would get back to me.
Yeah.
By next... I think next month, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think next month they said they would get back to me on it. But yeah, hopefully that gets through and I can, you know, do some stuff like that, you know, perform there. They were asking me questions like, do I have like any anime inspired like lyrics or?
I was gonna ask.
Like
that was my next question, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you ever like have like throw some like anime names or characters like in your bars, pretty much.
Definitely, I do. I will say like some of them could be pretty like you might have to watch a lot of anime to get to get an understanding, you know.
But for those people that do watch those, like they get it right away.
Yeah, they'll get it if you know, like Love Heights. Like I have Love Heights. I have a song like a lyric in that song where I say cause the Willa D in me, you know, like One Piece, the Willa D. So in my song Runnin, I have you know, a lyric to Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, I'm a big Sonic fan.
Yeah.
So
you checked out the new movie or?
Oh yeah, I love the Sonic movies, man. Like that was another thing with like the One Piece live action where I was just like, I don't know if it's gonna be good, you know, I'm scared, but it came out and I was like, wow, this is better than what I expected it to be, you know.
There it is. I felt the same way with I don't know if you're familiar with that game. It's an OG game from PlayStation. It's what made PlayStation. To be honest with you, Gran Turismo.
They did make a movie. Yeah, I've played Gran Turismo before. Yeah.
Which one?
I think it was the third one. If I remember.
Okay, we on the right page, man. I love part 3 and 4, and after that I stopped playing from 5, 6, and now I have 7. But I mean, it's not the same no more.
Yeah.
I think they made the game too easy for you. I remember 3 and 4, you had to fucking race these fucking cars and shit to get. To earn that money to buy those cars. Now it's like you win a race and now they give you the car. Like it's a whole different game now. But 3 and 4 were good, and honestly, bro, I think that's what inspired the whole car culture around here, man. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. You know, that's what got me into cars. I got my brother into cars. I got my cousin into cars. But yeah, man, they came out with that movie, man. I thought I was like just like you, bro, like nervous as fuck. Like dude, it's gonna be fucking like. It's gonna be trash, man. I'm calling it. It's trash, like, you know. And it turned out to be a good ass movie, bro. Have you seen the movie? Or
I haven't seen the movie.
Check it out, man. It's pretty cool, man.
For sure.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
But
like I said, I thought it was gonna be a failure, like Need for Speed. Like when they came out, I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Yeah. But yeah, Gran Turismo was a good movie to check out.
For sure.
But yeah. I also was gonna tell you, man, there is some like beats from Gran Turismo 3 and 4. I don't know if you remember the music they played, and then like, dude, you could use this as a sample somewhere, like just put it on there on a song or some shit.
For sure, yeah, I would definitely have to go through and check it out.
They have like a lot of like, you know, Japanese music, so you know where people get their music from. You know, Japanese music have like their jazz, like they got their shit. They got their shit on lock. But yeah. It's another cool anime that I was thinking about. Big O.
Big O. Big O's definitely a dope OG anime, bro.
Man.
It's like
it kind of reminds me of Batman.
Yeah, dude, it's literally like Batman if he had a mech, bro. Like it is the sickest stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was definitely one of my favorites when I was a kid. Like there's just something about it. It's very like cold and gritty, you know, like, and it has this like kind of noir feeling to it.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're in Gotham City. Like,
it does, yeah.
Is there like you know, in the Japanese culture, you ever thought of like ever hitting up like Japan one day, Tokyo?
Oh, definitely.
Have you been there yet, or
I have not?
It's one of those things you have on your to-do list.
Yeah, it's definitely on my to-do list. I do plan within the next few years plan on going.
Cool,
like I just want to make sure I got the right funds.
Out there, man. Perform out there, bro.
Oh, that'd be crazy. They would definitely eat it up for sure.
Yeah.
You know, they definitely have a big rap scene out in Japan.
Yeah,
so
they do, man.
That'd be super cool if I get to perform out there one day.
I still haven't been there yet. I do plan to, man. It's one of those things. I do want to check out that Gundam that they have right there, man. It actually moves. I didn't even know about that shit.
Oh, I didn't know,
Yeah, that shit moves and shit, bro. I was like, damn, they took the time to do that shit, bro.
That's
like,
crazy. They love Gundam out there, so it makes sense. You know, same thing with One Piece. They got like a whole like One Piece like amusement park area.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm definitely down to see that.
Is that like a Universal Studio thing that they have there? Okay, I didn't know that. I did see that they have like this tourism that they got there with the Mario Kart, karts and shit. Yeah, I was thinking about like, dude,
Super Mario World. Yeah,
Super Mario World. Yeah, I definitely want to check out Japan. I always like you know, Asian food pretty much. Teriyaki chicken, sushi. I want to check out their sushi because that's like real OG shit. So.
Nah, literally, I'm trying to see their ramen, like their ramen.
Yeah, ramen as well. Do you like wasabi?
A little bit, yeah.
A lot of people don't like that shit. I'm like, bro,
it's just a little spicy.
Good. Yeah.
It's just a little.
It gives you that kick at the end.
Yeah, it gives you a little kick. You just can't have a lot of it.
Yeah,
I mean, unless you like
it.
it.
I did that once, bro. My stomach was hurting.
Yeah, I messed up like so it's like you should try this, and I was just like took a little spoonful. And I was just like, nah, it's too much.
It looks like ice cream too. Like at first, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? When I first tried it out, like,
nah, definitely.
It looks like ice cream, but it's not even ice cream at all and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. I had that situation happen to me where I took a lot of wasabi and I just like I couldn't take it, bro. I was just like I was about to throw up, bro, straight up. Like it was that bad, bro. It happened like a couple months ago, but I was just like, man, I'm gonna just check it out, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Let's see, any and what's your favorite type of like Japanese food or?
Favorite Japanese food would probably be.
Or put it like this: you like sushi, right?
I do. Yeah,
what's
a little bit.
What's your favorite, like your go-to sushi?
Go-to sushi? Honestly, I'll be real. California roll is the only thing I can stomach.
Oh, right.
I'm not the super biggest sushi fan, but
try the Golden Tiger.
Golden Tiger
roll, yeah. It's cooked. So.
Oh, okay, for sure. That sounds
cheesy though.
Cheesy? Oh, that sounds good.
Cheesy and a bit creamy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cheesy and creamy. I love cheesy and creamy. I'm someone who like I cook, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like the other night I made like a creamy Tuscan chicken, you know, for me and my girl, and like fire, bro. That was absolutely heat, bro. So
another one I could recommend to you is crawfish, the baked crawfish of the sushi. Yeah,
that sounds good.
Fucking fire. That one's good. So
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah. Let's see. For your long-term goals, where do you see yourself in the next like 10 years in the music?
Next 10 years, you know, honestly, I hope to be financially stable off my music. To be honest,
you want to like have your own record label already and just like get all these like.
Yeah, I want to be able to be touring and like, you know,
I can see it, man.
Like having my own place, you know, just from the music.
From the music itself.
Just the music literally funding my lifestyle. Like that's where honestly where I see myself, and as well as working with just like, you know, working with and like, you know, meeting like bigger artists, you know, being at festivals, you know, doing stuff like that, like where I can take, you know, like my people out to like, like big people, big places, you know, and also connecting, you know, making connections with people like who, you know, have like messed with me, you know, over the years, you know, and like have really supported me.
Yeah. Going to those festivals and concerts and all that. There's a I want to call it like I don't want to call it a radio station, but I guess it's like a movement. With the hip hop and like other type of genres of music that are relatable. It's called Selection. Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's, the founder is Joe K. From what I read is that, you know, he started off, you know, like how everybody is, started from the bottom, you know, at Cal State Long Beach. He had his own little radio show, and he would just play music, different types of music, man. He's on Apple right now, so if you want to check him out, he's on episode 610 or something like that. I might be wrong, but he's been having a lot of episodes, and it's just a whole hour of music, bro. Different types of music. It could be hip hop. The thing I like about him is that he switches, like, let's say like he'll play some Ty Dolla $ign, and he'll change the beat, and it'll be like more like that groovy sound. Like it's hard to describe it, but I like it, bro. It's like that's
what's up.
And when I heard your music, I'm like, dude, this could be on Selection. Like, I don't know who you need to contact, but you know,
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, man, best fit right there, bro. And for underground artists as well, that's where they go to send, you know, their music to them. They'll play it for the people. Sir started off from there. What's his name? Bryson Tiller. Like, he still be popping around, like, you know, showing up. Anderson .Paak sometimes. You know, Mac Miller was a big Selection fan, and Joe K didn't even know about it until he interviewed him before his passing. Yeah, he was like, "Yo, you check my stuff out. That's good." Like, you know, and he's like, "Yeah, man." And definitely you could check out, I think it would inspire other artists, including yourself, on the beat selection as well. Like, you probably heard some shit from that station, and you're like, oh shit, like, maybe I should sample that or something. But yeah, you definitely check out Selection, bro. I still haven't gone to their concerts and their, you know, their festivals and whatnot. They've been having some around here, but it's like, dude, like, I don't have nobody to go with and shit. Like, everybody's busy and shit. But, I mean, shit, I guess I'll check it out by myself one day, maybe. I don't know, you know, just
definitely let me know if they.
Yeah, man, we'll keep in contact on that. We'll go check it out, man. But yeah, you know, once you hear it, you'll be like, okay, like, this shit's cool. Yeah. Let's see. Anybody else you want to work with, like, you know, like a festival or like a concert, like, you know. Anybody you want to, like, you know, get in contact with, that you want to go there, like, hey, I want to perform there.
Yeah, definitely. Day in Vegas would be Day in Vegas and Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud. Yeah, I was gonna mention
those are definitely like some places I would want to go to, just because like those have been some of the concerts that I've gone to that really I've had the best experiences at. You know, and I always had a good vibe there. But the number one for me would be Camp Flog Gnaw, because that's just something like people like in my circle we've always talked about and always been like we're gonna be there one day, you know.
Yeah, of course.
So that's definitely something I'm probably the most interested in doing, you know, especially with Camp Flog Gnaw finally coming back this year. You know, I definitely want to in the coming years, hopefully, you know, be there at one point.
Yeah. Was it there where they booed off Drake and shit?
Yeah, I was there for that too. Yeah.
I thought it was funny, bro. Tough. I thought it was on funny shit, and then he got all upset. I'm like, oh, like, man.
It was just because people wanted Frank. Yeah. You know, a lot of people wanted Frank. I already knew Drake was going to be there because I overheard people, you know, talking about, oh, the special guest is Drake. And I was just
that was the last time he pulled up there, huh?
Yeah, that was the last time, But it is what it is, you know. Yeah. Like he said, it wasn't his night, and, you know, that kind of stuff happens. So it's just crazy it happens to someone like Drake, you know.
And he's still number one to this day. Yeah, even at that time, at that moment, he was still number one and shit, and he got booed off.
Yeah.
I guess that means like nobody's, you know, perfect. I guess.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah.
Nobody's perfect for the fans and shit. I don't know. Going to the concerts and stuff, and when you perform, do you get stage fright? Because apparently I do. On the first couple episodes and the intros, every time I choke on it, bro. Like, I'm just like, damn, like cut, like, you know, like, do you ever get stuck like that, or?
Definitely. I think my first ever performance I ever did, I felt pretty confident for sure.
Okay.
I think the last show that I did last month, I believe, I did get a little nervous, and it was only because the way the stage was set up, like They had they were doing like stuff for the band that was coming up after me.
Oh,
so they left all the stuff there. The stage was really crowded, and like I couldn't move around. So I started like getting kind of nervous because I kept stepping on stuff, and I was like, oh man, like I'm messing up. Started getting in my head, but.
Like you forget the lyrics, or you just like
that too. Like if I perform a song that I haven't performed in a minute, I'll be like, oh man, I kind of forgot this part, But I do have a show coming up October 10th at Los Globos in Hollywood. So that show definitely, I'm gonna have more room. I'm also opening for like a bigger artist, so. I'm gonna be able to build some more connections and stuff.
Man. It's always good to connect. Always networking is always best as well.
Yeah, definitely.
When you're out there performing, do you see like, do you make eye contact with the fans or anything like that?
I do. You know what? I really like to.
Or you just look away like.
Nah, I make sure like one of the most important things for performing to me is crowd engagement.
Okay.
I have to have like the crowd engaged. I like to speak to the crowd. I like to let them know that we're both having the similar experience. So it also keeps them wanting to be interested. If I'm talking to them, interacting with them, it causes them to be more focused.
Okay.
And the more focused the crowd is, the more they like me. The more they like me, the more they want to get to know me. So that's definitely my biggest goal when it comes to performing.
Okay, and then going towards that as well, what's your worst nightmare when you're performing?
Ooh, worst nightmare.
Like anything could go wrong and shit. You're like, fuck, had it happen right here.
Man, I mean, definitely if I fall, like if I see so many artists like fall like while they're performing, they just tumble over. I'm just like, oh man, like I don't know like what I would do if I fell. Like I'll be like, man, should I just run it back or like like I'd be so embarrassed. Definitely tripping up, fumbling would be the worst thing for me.
Damn. Okay. You ever had a fan run up on stage on you?
No.
Honestly,
not yet. But if that did happen, it depends on the manner of which they come up to me. Yeah. How I react, because I've seen people. I've seen people just start swinging off rips. I've seen people push them off. I've seen people just ignore them. I've seen people hug them. So it depends on like how they come up at me. So. Depending on that is how I react, I'm a pretty humble dude. So
Got it. No, you are, man.
Yeah. So
is there a security right there, like to be like kicking out the fans out of the stage and shit?
Nah. They usually have security like more in the front, so for bringing people in.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, that's crazy. Is there ever a chance where you're out there performing and let's say the DJ fucks up and shit? Like, you ever like, what would you do in that situation? Will you get pissed off, or you be like, let them work this shit,
I probably wouldn't get pissed off, but I definitely would be like, I'd probably get on them a little bit, and be like, like, hey, bro, like, I think if anything, I wouldn't get on the DJ. It depends on what like the context is, but. I wouldn't get more so on the DJ. I would probably get on the venue and be like, hey, like if the DJ messes up, like you gotta give me extra time.
Yeah, okay.
Because like at the end of the day, like this is a whole experience for the crowd.
Yeah,
it's about them. So if the DJ messes up and like you're pulling the experience away from the crowd, like you gotta give me more time so I can give them like what they came for.
Of course, yeah.
That's how I see it.
How can I call it? So when you're out performing, do you ever get like, I think you already answered it, but do you get nervous or anything like that? In between, or is it just the beginning part, as you start, beginning to start, performing?
I think, but in the between is usually where I get the most nervous.
Yeah.
Cause sometimes I'll like forget like what song's coming up next.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, oh, I gotta remember. I'm like, okay, like I gotta prepare myself for the next song, So.
Yeah.
And also just like executing like certain songs, like the way that I have it planned in my head, like that sometimes that gets me a little nervous.
Oh shit.
But overall, like just like doing the performance,
Yeah. You ever get scared if the mic doesn't work? Like it just as you're in the middle performing and just. I think it happened to 50 Cent the other day. Like he just threw the fucking mic and hit somebody.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what's it called? That last show that I did, there was a time where the mic kept like messing up,
Staticking or?
Yeah, it started like the feedback started to get a little bad, so.
Man.
Yeah.
Who you let know, or just like whatever?
I just kept going, I just tried to ignore it, try to, finish up the set because I knew they weren't going to accommodate to, stopping the show and then, trying to fix it. So I'll just keep it going.
All right. When you're performing, do you have like a hype man?
I did for a show I had like a year ago.
Yeah.